August 27th, 2007. Carrington Training Ground, Manchester. The draw comes out and someone reads it to you. Group F, Sporting CP, Dynamo Kyiv, Roma. You sit with that for a moment. Sporting, the club that took you from Madeira at 10 years old and put you in a dormitory and made you into something. The pitch where you dismantled Manchester United in a preseason friendly at 17 and changed the entire direction of your life. Now you are going back, not as a kid with newspapers stuffed in his boots, as the best player in the world. Ferguson addresses the squad before the first Champions League session. He does not talk about the trophy, he talks about the group stage, about being ready in September, about the fact that this competition swallows teams that treat early matches like formalities. You listen. You have been waiting for this since you were 7 years old on the floor of your mother's apartment in Madeira, watching the Champions League anthem play on a television your family could barely afford to run. The anthem, that specific sound. You have walked out under it at Old Trafford now. You have felt the lights and heard the noise, but you have not held the trophy. This is the year, not hope, certainty. September 19th, 2007, Estadio José Alvalade, Lisbon. The city looks the same, the light off the Tagus in the early evening, golden and slightly melancholy. The streets your body still remembers, even though your mind left 4 years ago. When you walk out of the tunnel, the noise hits you, and for 1 second you are 17 again, tearing apart a right back on this same pitch while the United squad watched from the stands, and your whole life balanced on a single preseason friendly. Then the whistle blows. You score in the 63rd minute. A run in behind, first touch, finish low to the keeper's left. You point to the sky and jog back. There is nothing to celebrate yet. United win 1-0. In the tunnel afterwards, some of the Sporting players you grew up with find you. Handshakes, a few words in Portuguese. Then you board the plane back to Manchester, and you do not look back.
October, December 2007, the group stage. 4 goals across 6 matches. United topped the group without losing once. You are in the middle of what will become a 42-goal season across all competitions, and you do not manage your game, do not conserve yourself, do not pick your moments. Other players at your level talk about saving themselves for big matches. You do not understand this. You have been saving yourself your entire life, in the dormitory, in the rain at Carrington, in every year before anyone was watching. Now people are watching. You do not save yourself now. February brings Lyon in the round of 16. United win both legs. You are through to the quarterfinals without breaking a sweat. Roma in April. You score twice at Old Trafford, one from open play, one from the spot. United win the tie 3-0 on aggregate. In the dressing room in Rome afterward, Ferguson shakes your hand and says 2 words, good, more. April 23rd, 2008, Old Trafford. Semifinal, first leg. Barcelona. This is not Roma, not Lyon. This is Ronaldinho, Xavi, Iniesta, Messi, the best team in Europe and the most complete tactical problem Ferguson has faced all season. Ferguson tells you before the match to stay high, stretch their backline. When United win it back, the space will be there for 3 seconds. 3 seconds is enough for you. You do not score. Paul Scholes does, a long-range drive in the 14th minute that curls into the top corner. United win 1-0 and take that to the Camp Nou. The second leg, 96,000 people, the loudest stadium in European football. Barcelona need a goal and they push and press and dominate possession and it does not matter. United hold, 0-0. You are in the Champions League final. In the tunnel afterward, you find Messi, same age, 23. You have been compared to each other for 2 years. You shake hands, you say something to each other that neither of you will repeat in interviews. Then you go back to your teammates. Moscow is next.
May 20th, 2008, Team Hotel, Moscow. Your mother flew in from Madeira this morning. You have dinner together the night before the final. She does not talk about football. She talks about your siblings, about Funchal, about small things. You eat together, and then she goes back to her room, and you go back to yours. You lie down. You close your eyes. You sleep. May 21st, 2008, Luzhniki Stadium, Moscow, 10:45 p.m. The Champions League anthem plays. 78,000 people, half red, half blue. The floodlights turning the pitch a shade of green that does not exist anywhere else. The cold Moscow night air on your face as you walk out of the tunnel. You look straight ahead. 26 minutes in, a corner from the right. Wes Brown delivers it. You read it before it leaves his foot. 3 steps, a jump, and a header directed with the full weight of your body into the bottom left corner. You peel away with your arms out. You have just scored in a Champions League final. Then Lampard equalizes just before halftime, and the night shifts. Extra time comes and goes, still 1-1. Penalties. May 21st, 2008, Luzhniki Stadium, penalty shootout. You are on the list. You walk up first. 12 yards. Petr Cech in goal. You have a plan. You place the ball. You step back. You run up. Your foot catches the ground. The ball rises and hits the crossbar and comes back out. You stand there for 1 second. Just one. Then you walk back to the halfway line. You do not put your hands on your knees. You stand straight and you watch. Tevez scores. Hargreaves scores. Nani scores. Anderson scores. Then John Terry, Chelsea captain, slips as he strikes his penalty. The ball hits the post. United are still alive. Nicholas Anelka steps up. Score is 6-5 to United. If he scores, it goes to sudden death. If Van der Sar saves it, it is over. Van der Sar stands on his line and points left. Anelka looks at him. Anelka goes left. Van der Sar dives left and gets both hands to it, and the ball stays out. And the noise from the United end is not a sound that belongs to any normal category of human sound. You are already running. You do not know where. It doesn't matter. Your legs just go. Someone grabs you, then someone else. You are at the bottom of a pile of bodies on a pitch in Moscow at midnight, and you are screaming, and you cannot hear your own voice over the noise.
May 21st, 2008, Luzhniki Stadium, 12:17 a.m. They build a podium in the center of the pitch. The trophy is right there, red and white ribbons. The one you watched on television as a child on the floor of an apartment in Madeira. The one that existed in a different universe from the one you were born into. You climb the steps. You take it with both hands and raise it above your head, and the weight of it is real, and the cold air is real, and the noise is real. And for 1 second, you are back in the alley, and the ball is worn, and the goals are 2 rocks, and the world is very small and very possible. Then you look for your mother in the crowd. It takes a moment. Then you find her, hands over her mouth, wearing your shirt, looking exactly the same as she did standing on a sideline in Madeira when you were 7 years old and the whole world was still ahead of you. You raise the trophy toward her. She nods. That is all. One word in the comments, the word for what it feels like the moment the thing you always knew was coming finally arrives. Just one. Subscribe. There are more nights like this one.